Hi there. I promised online that I would put up some videos, or at least start putting up some videos, talking about composing. I have taught quite a few classes to advanced students, and actually lots of the time my students are piano teachers who went through their traditional classical training and maybe missed a few things here and there with theory, maybe with jazz, and of course with composition. And I've been playing the piano since I was just this big, just a few years old, and had formal training from age 7 to 12 with a piano teacher, and then from then on I kind of just got involved with other music groups, jazz bands, and started composing my own music about 10 years ago when I was around 16 years old. And usually when I start, I think one of the most important things to do is to have some tools under your belt to be able to really be able to kind of unlock the creative side of things. There's a certain foundation you need to have, and I'm really literally talking about arpeggios or scales that you need to be able to just go to really quickly and not really have to think about it. It should just be kind of second nature. And so if you're looking for some way to really improve your piano, improve your game here, scales and arpeggios and just those skill-based things are going to be really useful. Another thing is possibly finger exercises to just improve and increase the dexterity of what you're doing. Another thing that I like to talk about a lot is when you're in the beginning, it's sometimes very difficult to come up with your own melody, to sit down and say, okay, I have all of these notes here, I don't even know where to start, what key to go in, what style to go with. I have no idea how to write a song, and lots of times it does take a little bit of inspiration, which can be done. If you give yourself those tools that I'm talking about, you will be able to kind of unlock those things. So one way to really start learning how to compose is to take someone else's song and make an arrangement of it. And you see that all over online. There's all kinds of groups. The Piano Guys is a pretty popular one. Salt Lake Pop Studio Orchestra is one that I'm a part of, with Nathaniel Drew composing and taking songs and making a different arrangement of that. Now, obviously those are very intricate and more difficult. I recommend to you to sit down and say, all right, I'm going to take a very simple song and arrange it on my own. So let's take a song as simple as maybe Twinkle, Twinkle Little Star, okay? Here we go. Okay, really simple melody, all right? Something you can sit down and figure out, and I recommend just doing it by ear. You can find the music if you want to, if you can't do that yet, but if you do it by ear, then it will force you to kind of have to go after a little bit of those creative juices. Now, when you're creating an arrangement, that's the melody. Now you got to have some sort of accompaniment, and the accompaniment will go usually according to some basic chords. And we can go into more creative voicings later, but for now, let's just stay kind of simple. Okay, so you can just start off, this is in the key of C, and most people know, I guess, that have any experience with composing, that if you're guessing on a chord, you're probably going to be your 1, so in C, that's going to be a C chord, and then your 4 chord, which is going to be an F, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your 5, up one more, to a G, and back to a C. So let's just use those chords and go back. So here we go. Simple, nothing too complicated here, but and I did add a little flair in there just by habit, I guess. But that's kind of the beginning. That's where you start. Now you can start adding a little bit of trills here and there. You could even go up an octave, and then you can start playing with the chords a little bit. Okay. So let's just try going up an octave with the right hand, and then the left hand will just get a little bit more. And I'm not going to do anything too crazy. pretty simple, but a really good start. I could keep going and getting more complicated and more complicated, but I want to leave it simple tonight. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.